The Kroot, designated scientifically as Krootis aviana and commonly known within the Imperium as Kroot Carnivores, represent a distinct humanoid Xenos species within the vast tapestry of the Warhammer 40,000 universe. These enigmatic beings are dispersed across the galaxy, yet their most prevalent association is with the Tau Empire, where they have become an integral and recognizable presence. The Kroot exhibit unique characteristics and possess a cultural identity that sets them apart in the intricate web of factions and races populating the 41st millennium. The Kroot species traces its origins back to the planet Pech, and while their overall physique reflects humanoid characteristics, there are intriguing indications that their evolutionary roots may have avian influences. Evidence of this avian ancestry is notably present in their retention of vestigial beaks and a skeletal structure characterized by a lightweight, almost hollow composition. Sporting 4 digits on each hand and foot, the Kroot's skin exhibits a rough texture, adorned with small barbed spines reminiscent of the elongated quills adorning their heads. The spectrum of their skin pigmentation spans from earthy brown tones and dappled greens to vibrant oranges and various shades in between. The Kroot's appearance is notably malleable, subject to the dietary influences dictated by the Kroot shapers, leading to considerable variations in coloration among different kindreds. Tribal markings painted onto their skin further contribute to the unique visual identity of each group. Maturing swiftly, the Kroot undergo their most rapid growth within the initial decade of their lives. By the age of 12, they are considered adult, and while some may live to over a century, the latter years are marked by increasingly pitted and leathery skin. The Kroot's tall stature and wiry build may seem deceptively fragile, but their musculature is a powerhouse, consisting of dense fibre spindles with a remarkable power-to-mass ratio surpassing that of humans. This potent musculature enables swift and powerful blows delivered with astonishing rapidity. On the move, the Kroot exhibit a bounding, hopping gait, particularly on the ground, while in dense forests. They showcase an impressive ability to spring from tree to tree at remarkable speeds. Embracing a primitive aesthetic, Kroot attire often includes harnesses crafted from animal hides adorned with bones, handcrafted amulets and circlets, reflecting a connection to their primal origins. The cognitive intricacies of the Kroot species offer a fascinating glimpse into their mental composition. Limited specimens available for study have revealed a unique brain structure, featuring front and rear hemispheres. The large frontal hemisphere is identified as the command center for logic, reasoning, and memory functions, while the less developed rear hemisphere is believed to be more aligned with imagination and creativity. This intriguing division sheds light on the Kroot's pragmatic approach to life and the observed technological stagnation within their society. When it comes to their sensory apparatus, the Kroot's distinctive head is adorned with a resilient mass of flexible quills, suspected to play a role in their perception. These quills contain ganglia connected to the frontal lobes of the alien's brain, suggesting an efficient means of receiving and interpreting environmental information. The enlarged olfactory cavity and multiple sense organs within both the olfactory cavity and mouth enhance their sensory capabilities. Eyes devoid of pupils, appearing milky white, imply a potential ability to perceive further into the infrared spectrum, enabling them to sense the body heat of their prey. This heightened sensory awareness makes Kroot exceptional trackers, and also difficult to approach unnoticed. In terms of waste excretion, the Kroot display a unique mechanism. They produce a pungent, oily sweat with versatile properties, influenced by their diet. This secretion exhibits heat retardant qualities, antibiotic properties, and the ability to cause poorly aimed blows to slide clear. This substance also serves additional purposes, such as leaving pheromone trails, marking territories, issuing warnings, and even communication among themselves. The Kroot's adept use of emphatic pheromones extends to lower life forms, preventing birds and animals from being startled in battle, thereby safeguarding their tactical positions. Their intricate method of communication, coupled with their ability to swiftly learn new languages, involves a combination of clicks, whistles, and potentially reinforced by pheromone exudations. One of the distinctive traits of the Kroot species lies in their unique method of evolution through the absorption of traits from other species, achieved by consuming the flesh of their adversaries. This process results in diverse appearances among the numerous Kroot warbands scattered across the galaxy. Guiding this evolutionary journey are Kroot leaders known as Shapers. Endowed with an instinctive ability to discern desirable or detrimental traits in defeated foes, Shapers instruct their kindred on what to consume to adapt to specific tasks at hand. For instance, a Shaper seeking to enhance the muscle mass of the Kroot might lead campaigns against orcs to acquire the appropriate DNA, while a focus on consuming flying predators could grant the Kroot the ability to grow wings. This dietary practice aligns with the religious beliefs of the Kroot, rooted in the idea that preserving the warrior spirit of fallen individuals involves consuming their flesh. This belief is ingrained in their burial customs, where the body of the deceased is consumed by the kindred. Extensive predation on a particular species imparts the characteristics of that creature to the Kroot. In the case of sentient species like orcs and humans, cultural aspects of those races may also be assimilated. For instance, Kroot who have fed on Dark Eldar exhibit signs of the cunning and intense cruelty associated with the Dark Eldar, or Drukhari. The efficiency of the Kroot digestive system is noteworthy, capable of breaking down nearly any organic material into an energy form stored in specialized organs known as nimnes, scattered throughout their bodies. In case of ingesting anything inorganic or indigestible, the Kroot must regurgitate it, a process accompanied by considerable discomfort. This unique method of evolution and adaptation underscores the adaptability and resourcefulness inherent in the Kroot's biological makeup. An intriguing facet of Kroot physiology centers on their ability to extract potentially beneficial strands of DNA from the organisms that they consume. This process involves incorporating useful DNA codes into their own genetic makeup, a phenomenon recognized by the Adeptus Mechanicus genitors. The understanding here hinges on the recognition that much of the double helix structure of DNA is in fact blank, serving to separate areas containing genetic information. However, this genetic assimilation is not without its pitfalls. The Kroots method is far from an exact science, resulting in instances where the process has gone awry, leading to evolutionary dead ends. Notable examples of this are the Krootoks and Kroot hounds. In their evolutionary history, both subspecies fed on creatures possessing desirable traits, but inadvertently atrophied their intelligence. The Krootoks, although larger and stronger, became lumbering creatures resembling forest-dwelling herbivores, losing the intelligence of their smaller kin. Similarly, Kroot hounds became faster and leaner, but also saw a reduction in intelligence, becoming little more than vicious predators. These variants are utilised by the Kroot for various purposes, including labour, transportation, and even as formidable weapons, particularly the massive Narlock. Beyond these examples, the Kroot exhibit further variations, such as the smaller flying Kroot hawk, revered as a potential evolutionary ancestor, and the serpentine Kroot worm. Additionally, more terrifying creatures exist, with some originating from Kroot that have taken hideous evolutionary paths within the depths of the forests of Pech. These monstrous beings, once Kroot, have devolved into creatures that feed on their own kind, rendering such areas cursed and rarely explored by the bravest or most foolhardy Kroot. These diverse evolutionary outcomes further underscore the complexity and adaptability of the Kroot species. The dietary preferences and taboos within Kroot society add another layer to their distinctive culture. 3 species are strictly forbidden for Kroot consumption, a prohibition enforced by the Shapers. The first of these are the Tyranids. The Shapers declared Tyranids as inedible, a verdict carrying a deeper repulsion for the Kroot than for humans. This aversion stems from the Tyranids' unique method of altering genetic makeup, a process that inherently repels the Shapers. Secondly, any chaos-worshipping humans. While identifying these chaos-worshipping individuals among humans can be challenging, Kroot are forbidden from consuming their flesh. This prohibition reflects a discernment within Kroot society regarding the dangerous influence of chaos. And lastly, the third race, the Tau. Due to the Tau's pivotal role in saving the Kroot's homeworld of Pech from orcs, the consumption of Tau flesh is deemed a serious crime that invokes swift and deadly retribution from the Shapers. This restriction underlines the importance of alliances and historical events in shaping Kroot dietary choices. Notably, Kroot possess a unique ability to taste the taint in the meat of dead gene-stealer hybrids, even if the mutations are not visibly apparent. However, they face challenges when attempting to shape the living metal of the Necrons, as demonstrated by the hideous effects observed on Karok. These dietary restrictions and limitations on genetic assimilation highlight the intricacies of Kroot cultural norms and the consequential repercussions of deviating from them.